All right, so I've talked about the Target boycott multiple times on the channel. When it first came out, I said, man, I don't think that it's going to work. I don't think that people are going to stick to boycotting Target. And I was wrong. I'm mad enough to admit that I was wrong. Target is suffering. It was reported that Target has lost about $12 billion as a result of the boycotts, as a result of their stock plummeting, as a result of people not really shopping in their stores as much. And I want to pull up this graph. Let me pull up this graph of their earnings statement. Before we get into the article, I want to show you guys this. So I looked at the 5-year difference. They started at 150. They're at 98 as of today. So they, during the pandemic, they went up a little bit. They went down after the pandemic. They've been struggling for years now, right? They've been struggling for years. So I will say that if you look at this graph of when the boycott started, they absolutely were affected by this boycott. That is without a doubt. My personal belief, I feel like DEI begging people to come into their stores is a cop-out. I think that it doesn't matter if you're black, white, blue, yellow. I don't care what color you are. If the dollars make sense, they will put you on the shelves. That is my standpoint on DEI. That's my standpoint on Target. And that will continue to be my standpoint. Now, I do believe 100% that part of the reason that Target is failing is because of the boycott. It's because people said, hey, y'all going to take away the DEI initiatives that y'all promised us? All right, cool. We're not going to shop at your store no more. That's everybody's prerogative. It is not your responsibility to hold up Target so it can be a successful company, to increase their revenues and increase their net income. That's not our responsibility as the public. Our responsibility is to shop and patronize businesses that we believe in, that align with the things that we want, and they have products that we want. It's Target's business, it's Target's objective to bridge the gap between what you want, what they have, and what the consumer wants. And it's not happening. So part of their decline in sales is the boycott. And part of it is people feel like the customer service of Target is declining. As a result of that, they've decided to replace their CEO. So let's go get this this information from over on CNN. It says Target CEO Brian Cornell is stepping down after 11 years at the retailer as the company faces slumping sales and backlash to its retreat on DEI. Well, they thought that cutting DEI was going to be in their best interest, and it's not. Apparently, the numbers speak for itself. I know that for years, Black people have said they have so much economic power and they can affect businesses, and apparently Target wasn't a believer. I bet they're a believer now. But it's too late to turn back the clock and say, we're just going to bring back DEI initiatives. Because then that's going to turn away other people. So you kind of shot yourself in the foot, right? If you made the commitment back in 2020, 2021, and you're changing it now, you should have stuck with it. But it's too late to turn back the clock. It says Cornell's departure was widely expected. Some industry analysts believe Target should be bringing in an outside voice to lead the company, but it opted for an internal candidate. Cornell will be placed on February 1st, 2026 by Michael Fidelki, Target's current chief operating officer. Fidelki started as an intern at Target and has been at the company for 20 years. Excellent. That's an excellent promotion for Michael. Congratulations to him in 2026. I do want to note that they said he's going to be replacing him on February 1st, the first day of Black History Month, is the day that they're going to be replacing him. So you can probably expect some sort of pandering initiatives. And I say pandering because, like I said, Black people don't necessarily need to be in Target. If Black businesses have a good product, it's going to get to the consumer. Is Target an avenue for people to see you and get your brand identity out there and kind of legitimize, quote unquote, your brand by having it in a long-standing store? Absolutely. But if you have a successful product, if you have a successful business, it's going to succeed with or without Target. You do not need Target to make or break your business. And that's mainly been my point arguing against these DEI initiatives. You're giving Target way too much power over the future of your brand, your identity, your success, your wealth, all of that stuff. By saying, hey, if we can't be in Target, then, what are we going to do? You're going to find another way, in my opinion. But it's up to the people that have made the step into Target, how they feel about it, not me necessarily. It says Fidelki was chosen from a strong list of external and internal candidates, Cornell said on a call with analysts Wednesday, adding that he is the right candidate to lead our business back to growth. Cornell will stay as an executive chairman. He took over in 2014 and revitalized Target, overseeing the strategy to remodel stores and strengthen the chain's online business to compete with Amazon. See, he's going to stay in the background, but because of the negative publicity around him deciding to end the DEI initiatives, they still want his leadership, his guidance, his input, but he can no longer be the face of the company. Because like I said, if they flip-flop on DEI, it's going to shoot them in the foot. The customer base they already lost is hurting their pockets. By switching back to DEI, they're never going to get those customers back, right? They're only going to continue to lose customers. So what do? They change the face. You change the face, and then you can say, oh, well, this new guy has a different direction than the old guy. It says, but Target has been in a steep slump for years, which we saw the graph, a result largely of its own strategic missteps. The company has struggled as customers have purchased less of its home goods and clothing. Target has also faced intense competition from Walmart, Amazon, and Costco. Me and my wife, we shop at Amazon, we shop at Costco. As our family has been growing, it makes no sense to go to these smaller stores because you end up spending so much money. I wanted to get some vanilla extract, right? Even from the international store that's close to us. The small bottle of the McCormick vanilla extract is like $7. If you go to over at Costco, they have like a 50 ml for $7, $8. So you get significantly more for a lot less money, right? Of course, the brands are going to be different. It's not going to be that name brand that you're used to if you're shopping at, Target or wherever you're shopping, but you're getting a quality product when you're going to Costco for about the same amount of money, but way more value. And I did go to Target today, and it took me a long time just to get some formula. I had to wait literally for like 10 minutes for somebody to come and address me. I'm walking all around like the immediate area and nobody's around to help me or anything. So their customer service has 100% slipped. The time to get into the store, check out, all that stuff is slipped. People are like, yo, if I got to wait around, I might as well wait around for an Amazon package. Or I might go to Costco and get better value. Target on Wednesday reported sales fell for the third straight quarter. Shares fell 10% in pre-market trading. Target's TGT stock is among the worst performing companies in the S&P 500 this year. Ooh-wee. Boy, they shot themselves in the foot. It's going to be hard to see a comeback story for Target. I'm going to be honest with you. Because we already talked about Costco. We talked about Amazon. I'm not really sure about Walmart. I haven't been to Walmart in a long time. But what I will tell you is as the customer service decreases in Target, as this DEI thing rolls on, which I'm not participating in. I told you I went to Target today. But as this stuff rolls on and people start to find their products elsewhere, it becomes like, why do I need to go there? I'll just find what I want somewhere else. I'll find a better value, find a better customer experience. And Target is just becoming a relic of the past. Do I think that they're going to lose all of their business? No, they're not. But with powerhouses like Amazon, I think Amazon is getting into groceries. You can get damn near anything that you want there, and it'll be delivered, if not the day that you order it, the next day. It's causing Target to be a relic of the past. So they're going to continue to slip. If they try to flip-flop on this, especially too early, they're going to lose more customers. They're going to lose a larger share of their customer base. And once people find an alternative that they're okay with, there's no reason really to go back. Because we know Target was known for like the quality of their products over Walmart, but you also have to pay the price that comes with that. And then with these tariffs hitting, these tariffs coming down the pipeline, and those costs being passed on to customers, things are going to be more expensive. So you're going to pay more for a product that you already found somewhere else that's a better or equal quality, and you're not going to get it as fast, right? So this doom and gloom for Target, we'll see how things play out over the next year. And I think I'm more interested in this because I'm an investor. I don't know if this is going to end up being a something that I need to look into. If it gets severely disvalued or undervalued, then maybe it'll be something to look into. I'll pull off like a Warren Buffett move, like he just did with United Health Group. But as of right now, like I said, doom and gloom for Target. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the DEI. Let me know what you think about them replacing the CEO. And are you still shopping at Target? I will tell you that I am, but honestly, I do it to get out of the house. I do it to make a little trip somewhere, to see the sun, to get in and out of the car. But Amazon absolutely has the convenience. And for my taste, Costco has the value.